What's going on, everybody? My name is Tenebris Infinite, and welcome back to Generation Zero for 30 Days of Traps with Tenebris. So, for today, I've got a bit of a special trap planned for trap number 20. So, one of the big things that I wanted to do during this series was work my branding into a trap here, and I think I've come up with a pretty fun little idea. So the idea behind the Tenebris special trap is making this a huge area of effect, multi-purpose trap that does a lot of damage at the same time as covering a huge area with its EMP effect and also creating a beneficial smoke screen for you dudes. So, let's get into the setup for this trap and then show it off in action. So the setup for this trap is probably one of the more complicated setups that I've displayed here during my 30 days of traps. Essentially, this is going to take your whole inventory worth of trap supplies. What you're going to want is you're going to want about 14 explosive canisters and 13 white canisters or compressed air canisters. And then you're going to want about 16 large EMP cells. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to kind of set up your T skeleton out of your EMP cells. And then you're going to outline the right side with your compressed air tanks. And what you're going to do with your explosive gas tanks is you're going to outline the left side and cap it off at the end. The end canister is going to be kind of your trigger point for where you're going to be shooting this trap when you're planning on setting it off. And there you guys go. It's completely excessive, uses your whole inventory to set up this trap, but it's got my branding on it, so therefore it's cool. And now for just a brief demonstration of how useful this trap is. It's actually surprisingly really useful. The amount of blast power you get out of it is incredibly destructive, and you're able to do a serious number to any sort of large enemy. If you use this on tanks, you can even launch tanks just flying into the air, and when they land on the ground, they'll wind up getting paralyzed by the EMP effect. And then outside of that, this has such a wide area that it winds up deactivating a massive amount of machines. So if you're planning on setting up any really ridiculous combat situations, this is the kind of trap that you'll want to go for. So, as you dudes could see, this trap is incredibly effective, and I find that this trap is useful for all enemy types. A lot of times, tanks can kind of set off this trap a little bit earlier than you'd expect them to, But if you do manage to get a trap into this tank, there's some explosive side effects that come alongside it. So, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Tenebris special here. For the next 9 traps, I'm going to be doing city-based traps. So I'm going to be trying to turn entire cities into a trap. So hopefully you dudes are stoked for that. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.